Hey guys, I don't know how to start a video. I just say hey guys every time, just like everyone else. How lame is that? Hi Clark. Clark's here again. He knows it's video time, so he's here. So today I wanted to talk about, there's a ton of leaks going on right now. We have leaks from Resident Evil, we have leaks from Silent Hill, and we have leaks from Tomb Raider, kind of. That's a little less of a leaky, but I still want to talk about it because Tomb Raider is a game I love and I'm excited about. Okay, so let's just start with the Resident Evil leaks because I feel like those are the most recent. So obviously Resident Evil 3 is announced, Resident Evil's coming in April. We're excited about that, but people are wondering about what's going on since Resident Evil 7. Are we gonna have a Resident Evil 8? Well, apparently there's this leaker called Aesthetic Gamer, and people are like, well, leaks, who can trust leaks? This guy was the guy that basically said Resident Evil 3 was coming and in the works, and it was. So I think he's got a little bit of a track record. People have said they trust this leaker, so I don't think it's all bullshit. But it's news about Resident Evil 8. I absolutely loved Resident Evil 7. I don't know, maybe I'm like in the minority. I thought it was great. It was scary. It was creepy. It was a whole different experience. Myself, just like so many people, were really worried about it being in first person. I didn't like the idea of that, but I thought it was amazing. I completely fell in love with that game, first person or third person, whatever. It was a great game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. There weren't zombies. There were the molded instead of zombies, and so there's a lot of reasons for like people to be upset about that game, I guess, because it's not the classic Resident Evil, but I truly enjoyed it. So apparently they're working on the Resident Evil 8, and they were working on it like years ago, and then they kind of stopped production on that because the Resident Evil 2 remake did so well. Bless you. So they decided to like work on Resident Evil 3 because they can reuse assets and things like that. So now there's talk about Resident Evil 8 isn't gonna possibly be Resident Evil 8. It might be something different because they stopped production. So they're kind of gonna reboot the whole thing. I don't really know the details, but apparently this leaker's saying that it is gonna be in first person, the next Resident Evil iteration, whether it's 8 or whatever. It's gonna be in first person again, and it could possibly be featuring Ethan Winters, which was our protagonist from Resident Evil 7. A lot of people on Twitter, I guess, were upset about that. I enjoyed the game, so I wouldn't mind stepping back in Ethan's shoes. I know it's not Claire and them, but there is the thought that Chris Redfield would be in it. I never actually played the DLCs because I just didn't buy them for Resident Evil 7, and I lent my friend the game, so I can't even play them now if I wanted to until I get the game back. So I don't really know how Chris fits into the story of Resident Evil 7. I know he's called, and I think he helps Ethan out, and I really don't know the details of it, so I'd be interested to see an Ethan and Chris game continuation. Apparently the leaker is saying that there's going to be snowy environments and that people are thinking it might be Europe or a fake Europe vibe, and that there's going to be this shadowy figure apparently, which we already kind of felt that shadowy figure presence from Resident Evil 7. I don't want to say anything just in case you haven't played it, but can you guys not be bad for one video? These cats, dude. I have 2 cats right in my face. Their asses are my face. Okay, I give them the scratches. They'll leave me alone. Another aspect, obviously nobody cares if it's in Europe or wherever it is, but people are really upset that there might be these wolf-like creatures, kind of werewolf-y type of creatures, I don't know. Instead of molded, there's gonna be zombies are gonna be back again. So I wouldn't complain about there being zombies back in the Resident Evil world. I thought the molded were a great addition into the world and the lore, and it worked for 7, but apparently they're gonna go back to more zombies, and I'm really curious about this like werewolf thing, because that's super supernatural. Yeah, so I am excited about those things. I am not super angry about them because I really liked 7, and I think it revitalized the series a lot and got a lot of people playing it who maybe wouldn't have played it before, or people that are into FPS games maybe gave their try at it. So I'm not mad at that at all. Moving on, because I don't have much time because these animals are all crazy, and my battery's probably gonna die because every time I make a video my battery's gonna die. The next thing that I'm really excited about is the Silent Hill leaks. Silent Hill leaks. Yeah. We thought Silent Hill was dead forever because Konami's the worst, but apparently last year Konami was going around to different developers talking about the idea of a new Silent Hill game and to get pitches from developers of 2 Silent Hill games. This is also by Aesthetic Gamer, so who knows, this probably could be true, that they were looking for 2 Silent Hill games to be pitched from developers. One game was going to be a soft reboot of this series, and one was going to be an episodic kind of like Telltale style game to go along with the reboot. That's super interesting because we just thought Konami cared about pachinko machines and money. But apparently they said in like a, I don't have it here in front of me, but they said that they always care about the future of their IPs. So that's really interesting. I would love to see Silent Hills come back to life. Silent Hills come back to life. Do I want Konami running this show? No, probably not. But I think it's really interesting that they were even talking about games. Konami's on everybody's hate list because they won't make games anymore, but apparently they are, so I don't know, we're gonna find out. I'd hate to see the Silent Hill series die. And another thing, while I was actually researching the leak for that, is I just found out that apparently there's talks of another Silent Hill movie by the original director, who is Christophe Gans? Gans? I don't know, I didn't hear his name being pronounced, but I think he's French. Apparently he's interested in doing another Silent Hill movie, and he's in production for a Silent Hill type of movie. I don't know if it's gonna be an official Silent Hill movie. And then he's going to be doing a Fatal Frame type of game, apparently, and they're going to be shooting that in Japan. I don't know. Honestly, I just read the news and then I get excited and I put my camera out and I just want to talk about it. And I'm not a news source, so just sharing my opinions. That would be really interesting. He made the first one. He didn't make the second one. He didn't make Silent Hills Revelations. I really like the first movie. I know a lot of people hate it. A lot of Silent Hill fans were upset for multiple reasons and think that he like destroyed Silent Hill by making that movie. I thought it was great. I thought it captured the fear. It captured the music, obviously. It was unsettling throughout the entire film, and I thought they did a great job of like bringing the world of Silent Hill to life. But I'm really excited. So we're gonna find out what happens to Silent Hill. Please come back, Silent Hill. And then the last leak, which isn't, I wouldn't really call this a leak. It's just more of like a rumor, I guess some person said on Reddit. Everyone's wondering about what the future holds for Tomb Raider. Melanie Mack had posted about it. I love Melanie. I share a lot of the same views as Melanie Mack does in terms of Tomb Raider and where Laura's going. I was listening to her talk about how apparently this leaker was saying that the future of Tomb Raider is they're probably going to keep the same type of game going as the reboot Laura. Shadow, I guess, did pretty well, so I think they're going to want to try to keep the same thing going because don't fix something that's not broken. But a lot of original fans like Melanie and myself are hoping for Laura to go back to her roots of the original series, the original PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games. As she's sexy, badass, intelligent, no fucks given. She's just, I can't explain it. I miss old Laura like everybody else does, is just like what I'm getting at, I guess. And I hope they either give us remakes or HD collection type of stuff. Like, give us something. I've enjoyed every Tomb Raider game except for, I'm in the minority here, I know this. I didn't enjoy Revelation. I didn't enjoy Rise of the Tomb Raider. Sorry, I didn't play Shadow yet. That's how bad of a Tomb Raider fan I am, but I don't know. I hope that this news isn't necessarily true, because that would be boring. We already have the trilogy, move on, time to reboot her again, and maybe give the fans who've been long-time fans from the 90s that fan service of bringing us old Laura back, because you know what, we want her. So like, let's just fucking do it and stop making the same game again. You've already done it 3 times, so let's keep it moving, please. We want the goddamn short sporting, tank top wearing, busty babe from the original Tomb Raider games, because there was nothing wrong with her. Like Melanie was saying in her video, you can show her being vulnerable. You showed her growing into the Tomb Raider role. I mean, I haven't played Shadow, so maybe she is, but from what Melanie's saying, it doesn't sound like she is, and I trust Melanie. Because it was like, there was just something killer about a gorgeous ass woman who's like feminine, and she has curves, and she is the like epitome of like sex appeal. And her just kicking ass, and her giving sass, and her being like one-liners galore, you know? Like, the new Laura doesn't have that. She hasn't had that. And she's like almost a little too British. She's a little too proper. She's like kind of badass, but kind of not. And I'm just like, come on, bring her back. Like, bring back that's your way of trying the doors for me. You know, I want those eyebrows. I want those Lara Croft eyebrows back, baby. Bring them back. Square Enix, listen to your fans. Listen to the fans. Listen to the Tomb Raider fans that have idolized this character since they were children. Maybe they're just afraid of the backlash of like re-feminizing her because of like the era that we're in. Everybody gets offended by everything. And while it's not like necessarily a bad thing, the era we're in, obviously a lot of change was needed in this world, but at the same time, you almost overcorrected. you know, like, okay, yeah, she was way overdone back in the day, and then you way overcorrected, and now she's flat-chested and looks like she's wearing, she works at Target. Like, you know, like, it's just, let's swing it back, maybe a little bit more to the sexy side. So that's it. Those are the leaks that I'm excited about. I can't wait for what 2020 holds. I can't wait for Resident Evil 3 in April. Can't wait to find out what happens with Silent Hills. Can't wait for a lot of things. So let me know what you guys think about these leaks, if they even hold any weight. They could all be just hearsay and it could be nothing at all. So I don't know. Fingers crossed for some of these. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.